Hello again, lovely yogis, lovely fitness people, ready for another chakra class. So take a seat. This is the 6th chakra in the 7 chakras that we're concentrating on. This is the Ajna chakra, your third eye, or the pineal gland, which sits in the back there. So the Ajna means command. In Sanskrit means command, authority. So this is your wisdom, your insight, clarity, absolute knowing as to your way forward. So if you've balanced the other chakras below, the Muladhara in the root, the Svanasthana in the sacral area, the Manipura chakra in the solar plexus, the Anahata chakra in the heart, and the Vishuddha chakra in the throat, and the Kundalini energy is flowing up through. By the time it gets to the Ajna, you'll probably find that you do have absolute clarity, possibly even psychic abilities, and all that good stuff. So just think about it as wisdom. It's given the colour sort of a deep indigo blue by the Theosophical Society, who gave all the chakras colours. And we're going to be doing some postures today which will hopefully stimulate that whole area in any case. So there'll be quite a few inversions, obviously bringing the blood into the head, and we'll be focusing our gaze, our drishti point on our forehead quite a bit today as well. And at the very end, I'm going to teach you a nice balancing breathing technique called Nadi Shodhanam, where we're balancing the air coming in through the left and the right nostril, which creates total balance with the right and the left hemisphere of the brain, and just brings balance in terms of the prana and the air into the lungs. Because we don't realise that we quite often have more air going into the right nostril at times during the day and some in the left. So it's about creating the balance between the two, which obviously brings a lot of calmness as well. Alright, so as usual we will start in our usual Sukhasana position, and we're just going to take some nice deep breaths. If you like, you can just place the tops of your hands on your knees, so you're receiving the wisdom from Source as well as taking in the prana, the breath. Just take some nice deep breaths in and allow the belly to expand. Just allow the shoulders to drop. And just be aware of thoughts, but don't dwell on the story they tell. Just allow them to float away and just take your awareness back to the inhale and the exhale. Another 2 breaths, nice deep ones. Exhaling. And then just open your eyes. Take a deep breath in. We'll just take the chin to the chest. We'll just roll the head round. 1 deep circle. Back to centre. Take a nice deep breath in again and exhale, take the chin down and roll all the way around to centre. Well done. Take the hands onto the shoulders. We're just going to do a few circles here with the shoulders. Make some nice deep circles with the elbows. 3 times in one direction, and then we'll reverse. Just opening up the shoulders and neck, just getting some blood flow into this area here. Okay, take a deep breath and bring the arms up. Just clasp the fingers together and then bring the arms down to in line with your chest. Now I want you to reach the hands out towards away from you, but bring the shoulders down and engage the arms by engaging the triceps. Just breathe. So we're opening up the shoulder blades here, just creating some space, so the tension that might have resided there can just release itself. Taking nice deep breaths here. Keeping a nice steady breath a wee bit longer. You start to feel it in your shoulders and your arms now. Nice deep breaths. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring the hands down. Okay, and inhale. Arms back up again. We'll come down to warm-up twist. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind. Lifting the chest, taking yourself round. Breathing for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just relax your shoulders. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come back to centre. Well done. Inhale. Arms up. Excellent. And the other side. Lifting up in the chest. Breathing through. Just relaxing the body. Just allowing the body to slowly get used to this twist. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come back to centre. Well done. Okay, right. Take the feet out in front. We're going to point and flex the toes. Just point and flex the toes for a wee bit, and then we're going to just circle 3 times in one direction. Will probably be enough. And then the other way. Good. Now, we're going to activate the legs by bringing the heels together and the pads of the toes together, okay? So I want you just to sit up nice and straight with a straight back, engage the core. And if you're bringing the heels and the toes together, you can activate the kneecaps by lifting the knees a little bit, and you'll find that the whole leg area activates. It's quite hard to hold this. Some people might find it a little bit uncomfortable here in the ankles and the tops of the feet, but just take it easy and just persevere for as long as you can, and then relax. This is a great ankle opener. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and relax. Good. Bring the feet up so they're about 1.5 feet away from your body. Take a nice deep breath in with a straight back. Exhale, come forward, and we'll just do a gentle open up of the hips. Just take the head down. Just bringing the forehead down towards the floor. And we're just going to relax here for a few breaths. And just really connecting with our inner wisdom. And just feel what your body is telling you it's telling you today. It might be firing on all cylinders today, or it might just be not feeling that great today. So just have to honour the body and have a think about what it might need. What does it feel it needs? Does it need some fresh orange juice, or does it need, a nice banana or something like that? What does your body need? Because quite often, if you ask your body what it needs, it will pop up with some image of something in your mind, usually something healthy. So it might be banana, which means maybe you need some potassium today. I quite often do that. Just think, what do you need today? Well done. All right, slowly come back up again. And we're just going to do a nice little warm up for the quads and the hip flexors and the core with my usual. I love doing this because it really does build up strength in your legs very quickly. So hands behind, engage your core, lift that right leg up. up. Now I use this a lot in my warm-ups because over time you will find that doing this one regularly really starts to build up that whole area in the front of the body, and so many more postures become more easy for you when you have a nice strength in those areas. Plus your posture improves incredibly. Okay, bringing it back down, take a nice deep breath in, lift the left. Plus, if you're doing other fitness classes, to gently strengthen the hip flexors and quads, and obviously the psoas muscles going in here, transverse abdominis, all these muscles here. This sort of thing is a more gentler way of doing it, but once you get some strength in with doing this way, you'll find that your other fitness classes are much easier to do. You'll find that, so it's quite good to practice doing these things regularly every time you come into your warm-up for yoga. Right, okay, so crossing over our legs, we're just going to come into a downward dog. I like to start often in downward dog because it just helps to stretch out the hamstrings a little bit, bring some blood flow into the head because we're doing a nice inversion here. Activates the core and also the arms, and the central nervous system of course as well is activated as well with this posture. So just take it nice and easy and just breathe through. You can take one leg at a time. If you feel your hamstrings are a little bit tight, you can always just come into this posture with your knees bent a little bit, as long as your back is nice and straight. Okay, and then you can just slowly lengthen in the hamstrings. Always be careful with the hamstrings. They are tricky, they're tricky numbers, especially if you do a lot of fitness, a lot of running, cycling, they can become very tight. So just be kind to yourself. You will get length in those hamstrings with you know, yoga practice. But you know, if it's an area that is particularly troublesome for you, just take your time with it, especially when you're starting out with yoga. Okay, right, we're going to take that right leg up to the hands, followed by the left. And we're just going to come in again in a nice forward fold, a nice uttanasana. Don't worry if you're still only here, that's absolutely fine. You're just needing your connective tissue all the way around the back from the toe to the crown of the head is to elongate, and your hamstrings as well. We'll soon get down with practice. Okay, slowly ragdoll yourself up to standing. Just watch that blood rush to the head. And I've got a nice little bit of oxygenated blood into our brains. And we're going to start off with some nice classical sun salutations. So they're different from the Ashtanga style that we often do. So, and there's also lots of variations of classical sun salutations. So we'll take our time with this. So, feet together. Alright, we're going to bring the hands up and we're going to come up onto our tiptoes. Okay, and we're going to just slightly bring the hands back and the hips forward. Hold the balance. And then we're going to inhale here and exhale. That would be the inhale. Exhale, coming down. Place the heels back down on the floor. Come all the way back down to Uttanasana. Just hold it here. Breathe. We'll just hold for a couple of breaths in each posture so you get used to opening the body up. Okay, coming up with a straight back, alright? We're going to take that right foot back all the way into a low lunge. You're going to come down into a low lunge. We're just going to hold this low lunge. So just take it easy. If you have done that leg raise in the warm-up a few times, for example, this is a lovely counter pose because you're now lengthening through the quads and the hip flexors here with a low lunge. So just enjoy this low lunge. Just take it nice and easy. Okay, you're going to curl the right toe under. You're going to take the left foot back into plank. Okay, we're going to hold plank for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to bring the knees the width of the mat, and we're going to bring the balls of the feet together. Okay, we're going to just come nicely, deeply back into a nice melting heart. Bring the forehead to the floor, being in mind we're working on our Ajna chakra. Just take a few nice deep breaths here. You can focus on your Ajna if you wish. And if you wish, you can set an intention for today's practice. Might be something like, do more yoga practice. So if you're bringing that wisdom into your third eye, bringing something like, I'm going to do some more yoga practice, is always a good thing. Alright, so now we're going to come up with an inhale. And then we're going to keep the feet where they are. We're going to bring the knees together. Alright, so you're just like so. Now we're going to do a really strange posture. I love it, not many folk do, but it's fantastic, I think. So from here, you're going to come forward so it's like a half plank. And then you're going to bring your chest down in between the hands, but you're going to keep the bottom up in the air, okay? Then we're going to bring the forehead to the floor. And we're going to try and keep the nose off the mat. And then you're going to try and bring the elbows down towards the floor. Well, it's a very awkward looking posture. And if you've got a slightly large nose, you might find it difficult to get your nose off the mat, but we work with what we've got. Okay, so hold here and breathe. And then slowly bring your tummy to the floor, and you're going to come up into an upward dog. Now again, that's in varying degrees depending on how you can manage. So you're either going to have your arms straight, bent, whatever feels good for you. So you're holding now in an upward dog. Just take it easy, take some breaths. Don't worry, we'll be practicing that other posture again in a bit. So just, it's a bit of an awkward one. But I love it. I actually love that last posture. I really find it's great for opening up my back. Alright, so again we're going to come up onto the knees. Take the knees to the width of the mat, balls of the feet together, come back again with the forehead on the floor. These sun salutations are really lovely to do first thing in the morning. So I know a lot of people like to do the Ashtanga style because they flow, but the first 2 or 3 of your sun salutations in the morning, if you do classical sun salutations and really sort of get into them and do them nice and slowly, they really, really do open up your body. Gently, especially if you're quite stiff in the morning. Okay. Alright, so you're going to come back up, okay, we're going to pick, and if you want to do classical sun salutations, your feet would be together anyway. You're going to come up into a downward dog from here, and again, you may need to adjust your feet. Feet together, downward dog. Breathe for 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, I love downward dogs. Okay, inhale, bring that left foot up to the hands. Okay, I'm going to come down to low lunge. The other side. Actually, no. Right foot again. I beg your pardon. Alright, come back. That means right foot, sorry, up. I beg your pardon, I was not paying attention. So the right foot comes up, alright? And the left leg is back so that you're getting a nice stretch down the hip flexors and quads with the left foot. Okay. Just breathing here. And then you're going to curl the left toes under there and bring them back up to join the right foot. Looking up with a nice straight back. We're going to exhale down into Front forward fold here, hold here. Okay. And then in the next inhale, we're going to bring the hands up, all the way up. Now we're not going to come up the tiptoes this time, but we are going to take the hands back and the hips forward. And then we're going to exhale, back down. Okay, well done. We're going to do the same thing with the left side, so that we have some nice balance. So inhale, come up onto the tiptoes. And then take the hips forward. Hands back. Exhale, bring them down. All the way to Uttanasana. Uttanasana. Gosh. My third eye must be activated. Or not activated yet. No clarity in the thought. Okay, inhale, straight back. Exhale, left foot back this time. Low lunge. Holding it steady here, okay? Just take your time, just allow the body to slowly stretch through. Breathing through. Okay, next inhale. We're going to curl the left toes, we're going to bring the right foot over into plank. We're a whole plank for 5. 1, 2, 3, remember keep that core strong, 4, and 5. Bring the knees to the width of the mat, the balls of the feet together, come back into our Anastasana, melting heart, bring the forehead down. Three, 4, and 5. Inhale, bring those knees together, keep the feet where they are. Bring the body forward, chest down between the hands, bottom up, forehead to floor, elbows down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring the tummy to the floor, coming up to upward dog. Lifting the chest. 1, shoulders down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming back up again, okay? Take the knees to the width of the mat again. Bring the balls of the feet together. Come back down into melting heart. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Coming up, bring the feet together. Downward dog with feet together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Bring the left foot up to the hands. Low lunge the other side. Hold it nice and steady. Breathing, lifting up in the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring that right foot up to join the left. Look up the straight back first of all. Exhale into the knees, holding here. Inhale. Bring the arms up, all the way steady. Use the core. Take the hands back, hips forward, and exhale. Well done. Okay, right. I would like to go and do 2 Surya Namaskara Ashtanga style. Alright, so we're just going to make sure we're totally and utterly warmed up. So we're going to bend the knees here. Inhale. The arms up. Exhale, all the way down. Nose to knee. Inhale, look up with a straight back. Exhale. Right foot back, left foot into plank. Exhaling down to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, upward dog. Remember, use your modifications. Knees to the floor. Left foot in towards the right. Right foot comes up to the hands. Inhale. Warrior 1. Exhale down. Back to plank. Exhaling Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot in towards the left. Left foot comes up. Virabhadrasana 1. Good. Exhale. Back to plank. Exhale down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. 5 breaths. 1. 2. Just take your time, by the way, okay? 3. We will just do another couple of breaths here after 5 to allow anyone else who has just got into their downward dog to have a few breaths here. 6. And 7. Bring that right foot up to the hands, followed by the left. Look up the straight back. Exhale into the knees. Bend the knees. Bring the arms up. Exhale back down. Well done. Left side. Bend the knees. Inhale up. Exhale. Nose to knee. Inhale, look up the straight back. Exhale, left foot back into low lunge, followed by right into plank. Exhale down to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot to right, right foot up. Inhale. Virabhadrasana 1. Well done. Exhale, the hands down, back to plank. Exhaling down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, right foot to left, left foot up. Virabhadrasana 1. Good, well done everybody. Hands down, back to plank. Exhaling down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Well done, 5 breaths here. Although we will do 7. Just for those who may be taking a bit more time to get into this position. 4. And 5. Good, everybody. 6. And 7. Inhale. Left foot up to the hands, followed by the right. Look up with a straight back here. Exhale into the knees. Bend the knees. Inhale. Arms up. Utkatasana. Exhale. Back down. Well done, everybody. Right, have a little bit of a breather. And we'll just go on to another, I'd like to do a nice little Parivarita Virabhadrasana. Okay, so we're going to come into a warrior stance here. So we're going to come into our warrior 1. Alright, warrior 1. Holding steady. You're looking up towards, well, you're really looking up towards your third eye here, really. Up towards the thumbs. But as you do so, you're looking up towards the thumbs. That's really where you're supposed to be looking, but you're kind of going up in the direction of your third eye as well. If your hand's in the position they should be. Okay, take a nice deep breath in here. And we're going to come into a reverse. We're going to take that right hand down the back, and then bring the left hand up and over. 1, 2, just try and hold that to 10 if you can. 5, 6, 7, 8, keep it strong in the core, 9, and 10. Well done. Butterfly those hands back down. Come all the way back to plank just for a moment, and then bring your knees to the floor, bring your body down. And just take a little rest here, forehead down, onto the floor, take some breaths. Two. Okay, so we're going to come push yourselves up here, come back up into downward dog. Just hold 2 breaths here. 1. And 2. Bring the left foot in towards the right. We're going to bring the right foot up now, okay? So we're going to come into our warrior 1 this side. Looking up, okay? Good. Nice and steady for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I'm going to take the left hand back and the right hand over. We're going to try and hold nice and deep. Paravita, Advisable. Actually, reverse warrior. Six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Revolve the hands round. Come back into plank. I'm going to keep your core always engaged here. Come all the way down to the floor. Forehead on the floor. Take a few deep breaths. And 3, 4, and 5. Coming up slowly. We're going to come into a nice sphinx position. Okay, I'm just holding this nice and steady here. Just steady as you go, just looking up to the third eye there. Just holding and lifting in the chest, taking a nice deep breath. Just allowing the lower back to relax entirely. Okay, well done. And then we're going to come down and just take the hands under the shoulders, and we're just going to lift up the hands off the mat and the feet at the same time. So we'll do a Shavasana variation here. So engage the core, and on the inhale we're going to lift, we're just going to hold here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come back down. Forehead to the floor, breathing through. Okay, and again, we're going to lift up again, engage the core, lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming back down, well done. Okay, just take the hands under the shoulders. We're going to just come back into extended child's pose here. Just relax.
4 and 5. Well done.
Okay, we're going to come forward now and come into a nice pigeon. So we're going to take the right knee up in line with the hands. Okay, and we're going to just allow ourselves to settle down with our hips nice and squarely forward here. Hands down if you need to support yourself. If it's a little bit too much on the old glutes here with the weight, then by all means support yourself with your hands. Okay, so we're going to just hold this position here. You can come up onto your fingertips if you wish, if you want to just bring a bit more length through the front of the body. And just allow yourself to slowly sink down towards the floor. Breathing. Three, 4, and 5. Now, taking a nice deep breath in, we're going to bring our bodies down over that front thigh, and we're going to just bring our foreheads down again to the floor and just allow ourselves to get a little bit more deeper into this posture, because you'll find it feels deeper because you've got weight on that front leg. So just hold steady. Again, you can hold a bit of weight on your hands if that's just a little bit too much for you. And just take it nice and easy. Of course, you can always stay where you are as well. Always remember to come out of these postures very slowly. If you've had enough and you want to come out, just come out slowly. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming back up slowly. I'm just going to take that right leg back, and again just come back into a child's pose just for a little bit with your head down, forehead down on the floor. Another good time to think of your intention here. And then take a nice deep breath in. Just going to come up here onto the tops of the feet here, just in a kneeling position. Take a nice deep breath in, take your weight back onto the heels and try and lift up the knees. Now if that's too much for you, you can take your hands back and just take a little bit more weight back on your heels. That might be enough for the tops of your feet to cope with. Some people can manage this no problem, and with more practice you will be the same. But you just need to take it easy. Just in case anyone was feeling a bit tight in the tops of the feet there. Give a nice steady breath. 4, and 5. Well done, bring those knees down. Okay, we'll come back into left leg up now with the pigeon. And again, don't be tempted to fall over onto that left buttock here. Keep your hips nice and straight, as if you're a truck on a train, train on a train track. Alright, and again, support yourself depending on how you're feeling. Or if you're kind of quite happy to take most of the weight there on the hips, with your glutes nicely stretched, you can just take your weight on the fingertips, so you can lift in the chest a little bit higher, but then sink down with the hips. Breathing 1. 2, 3, 4, and 5. In the next inhale, and then the next exhale, bring your body down. So the forehead comes down onto the floor. And just allow yourself to surrender. Nice deep stretch. Well done. Taking yourselves up, take the weight onto the hands. Coming back up,
And we'll take that left leg back, and again, just come back into a nice child's pose, forehead down. And 5. Okay. Well done.
Right, I just want to come and do a nice balance posture now. Because we're probably quite nice and calm down after pigeon. So you just come forward, come up into standing. Okay? Well done. I'll come into the middle so you can see what I'm doing. I just want to come and do a nice tree. Because I think it's quite a nice thing to be able to balance through concentrating on the third eye here. So we're going to come into another standing, feet like so. Okay, now you can either have your foot onto the calf, or you can bring it all the way up and wedge it into the top of the thigh, but do not have it on your knee. I know it's a nice handy ledge, but it's not good for your knee joint to put any pressure on it in that position. So we're just going to stand nice and steady. I'm going to hold the balance, keep it nice and steady in the core. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Okay, now from here, you can either continue to hold this, or we're going to do Ardha Padma Paschimottanasana. Right, so we're going to bring that right foot up and then place it down. So it's a half lotus position. That's why I wanted to do the pigeon first, so our hips were nice and open. So if you're able to hold that there, that's great. Or you can bring that left hand round and just hold that in position. All right? Now, you can take the right hand round and grab that left arm as a modification. Or if you've got that foot positioned nicely here, okay, you can take that right hand round and grab a toe. All right, grab the toes. If you've managed to get the toes, you can come forward, all right? So you can come forward, bend the knee, and bring that hand down, holding on to those toes at the back. Breathing 1. Otherwise, just keep practicing your tree. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bend the knee, well done. Come back up. Bring that leg down. Excellent. Well done. Whoo! Okay, now we're going to do the other side. So just to get your breath, I'll just take that left leg up, sorry now. So we're now doing this side, okay? Now this is not my good side. So we'll just have to hold it nice and steady. Holding 1. Keep it steady and strong in the leg. 2, 3. Remember, keep your drishti point with something straight ahead. 4, and 5. Well done. Stay where you are and balance for longer on tree, or take that left foot round. Okay, and again, if you've got it nice and high, I told you this was my good side. Take the left hand round or grab your arm. Come forward, bending the knee. Coming down towards the floor, holding steady. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bend the knee, come back up, whoop, and down. Oh, good, well done. If you manage that, excellent. Sometimes your balance can be on really good some days, other times not so. But, don't sweat it. All right, just take the feet into star. We'll do a nice Prasarita Padottanasana. Then take a nice deep breath in here, engage the core, engage the legs. Nice deep breath in. I'm just going to come forward and just take the hands down so the fingertips are in line with the toes. And just breathe. Keep the legs engaged, keep pushing the energy through the back of the thighs. And just breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Now take the hands out in front now and just stretch the hands and the arms, bring the head down so you're really lengthening through the spine. Take some nice deep breaths here. Oh, it's really nice just to stretch everything out. Well done. Just walk the hands back. Alright, we're just going to now just bring the bottom, bend the knees and bring the bottom down towards the floor. Again, this is just a nice hip opener. Two, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, we're going to come up with a straight back and we're going to just bring that right foot in slightly, swiveling on that right ball of the foot, and we're going to just come down and lengthen through this kind of spidey position, spidey pose. I'm just going to lengthen through that hamstring there with the toe pointing up. Just take it nice and easy for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Use the hands to push yourself up and do the same the other side, just coming down, just watching that knee in your spidey position. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Coming up gently, and then just putting your hands down and just jumping feet together and coming down to seated. Well done. All right, so bring the feet forward. We'll come into a Paschimottanasana. So we'll take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, come forward. Just breathing through. Slowly come back up. Well done. Okay. Now, I'd like to try a little challenging posture before we go into our nice Nadi Shodhana breathing pranayama. Now, I'm going to do a posture before to lead up to this, and you might just want to continue practicing this first posture that we're going to do. Alright, so this first one here, I just want you to bring that right leg round, and so that you've got both seating bones on the floor and your leg here is in line with your hip. Okay, excuse me. Alright, this is Tiriya Mukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana. Alright, so this is, I want you just to have this in mind. Never have your feet out like so. That's really not good. Okay, you want the feet tucked. So if I show you from the side, you are like so. Alright, so that foot is nicely positioned next to your thigh in the bottom here, and you're in nice alignment. Alright, now many people find that quite tricky. If you've got problems with your knees, take your time and take it very easy and see what you can manage. Okay, now we're going to take a nice deep breath in here, And if you are able, we're going to come forward down towards that left foot. Now come out here. Alright, you're coming down. Now, some people may have to put that left hand out to steady them, that's okay. Alright, just to keep yourself nice and steady. Other people who are quite happy can and find themselves not rolling over too much to the left can come on a little bit more and just hold your body down. Taking some nice deep breaths in. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, slowly come back up. Now, for those of you who are still struggling with this position, just practice this position now. For those who are quite happy with this and have quite a decent depth coming down towards that left toe, you can come into crouched Asana, which is a little bit more tricky. So you're taking that left foot up and you're holding here. You still want to keep a nice length in your back, alright, but you're lifting up. Some people like to hold it like so. That's a very strong posture. You'll find, for particularly those with people with tight hamstrings, and if you're already struggling to hold the position like so, don't try to attempt this last one I've just showed you here. Okay, this is for people who are really quite flexible here and can manage this last posture quite well. 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Bringing that foot down. Slowly bring that right leg round. Okay, well done. Just allow that leg to have a little bit of a rest before you do anything else with it. Because when you've kind of restricted the blood flow there with that last posture, you just want to let that have time to get through down to the toes, clear out all that old stuff, blood down there, and get it coming up towards the heart to be regenerated. Okay, other side. Again, just take it easy. It's a strong posture. You really ideally want to still be able to feel 2 sitting bones on the floor here. So some people might be finding it a little bit like so. So just work with this and just try and find that comfortable position where you can still feel, you'll have most of your weight on the right sitting bone obviously here, but you still want to be able to feel that left one on the floor as well. So just work with that, gently with the knees and the ankles as well. Take a nice deep breath in and come forward first of all. So this is warming up the hamstrings anyway for the next posture. And 4. And 5. Okay, slowly coming back up again. And again, just stay where you are if you're still working with this. Otherwise, you can grab the toe and bring that right leg right up here so it's in line. And you just want to hold that steady for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done. Bring that down. Take it out in front. Slowly take that left leg out and just rest here. Just let that whole knee area just rest. And then take a nice deep breath in and we'll come forward again in our forward fold. Well done everybody today. Okay, I'm going to teach you a nice little pranayama exercise. Bring yourself into a comfortable seated position. If you like to sit in half lotus or full lotus, then by all means you can sit like that too. Just bring yourself into a comfortable position. Okay, so you want to take the ring finger and the thumb of your right hand here And you want to just come into, concentrate on your breath just now. Inhaling and exhale. In through the nose and out through the nose. Okay, so how we do this is we're going to place not holding them down both together at the moment, but just place the ring finger on the left nostril, on the top of the left nostril, and the thumb on the top of the right nostril, okay? Now, what I'd like you to do is I want you to press down with the ring finger so you're closing the nostril of the left nostril, and then you're going to take a nice deep breath in with the right. At the top of the inhale of that, you close the right nostril with your thumb, open the left nostril, and then breathe out of the left nostril. Now, then you breathe in again through the left nostril. Close the left nostril now with your ring finger, open up the thumb on the right. Exhale with the right. Inhale with the right again. Close the right, open the left, breathe out through the left. Inhale the left again. Close the left, open the right, breathe out. Inhale on the right. Close the right, open the left, exhale. Inhale on the left. Close the left, open the right, exhale. Inhale on the right. Close the right, open the left, exhale left. Inhale the left. Close the left, open the right. I'm going to let you go for another few minutes. Same sequence. Few more breaths. And then just come back to normal breathing after you've done a few more of those breaths. You can do this for as long as you like. Just come back to normal breathing. The benefit of this as well is because it takes quite a lot of concentration to do the left thing, the right thing, breathing in and out. It means that your mind is not thinking about other stuff. It's only concentrating on one thing, which allows the body and the mind to really calm down and find some serenity. And it's bringing a balance of air in through both nostrils, which brings balance throughout the body. And once you've done a few minutes of that, you'll find that you are very calm, very centered. It's perfect beginner for a meditation practice. So it's a great idea to do your asanas, your postures first, and then a good few minutes of Nadi Shodhana, and then you've perfectly placed then, you're nice and calm, the magic of your yoga practice is integrated, and you are now ready and nice and calm to begin your meditation, which can be as simple as just, again, taking your awareness back to your breath and observing the inhale and the exhale of your breath. So again, you're only concentrating on one thing. Another method could be that you could have something in front of you. It could be a crystal, or it could be a candle flame. That's another different type of technique called Trataka, but which I can teach you another class. But you can just take your gaze onto something. It could be anything. It could be your coffee cup or something. But all you're doing is absolutely gazing on that particular object while you're breathing. So you're concentrating on that object at the exclusion of all else. And don't worry about it. If your mind starts to go off into the shopping list or whatever, that's fine. Just bring it back again to the breath or the object you're looking at. Eventually, with practice, you'll be able to hold those points of concentration on the object or your breath far longer. But the mind will always be active. It always keeps wanting to think of things. That's okay as well. That's just natural order of things of the mind. But the more you practice, the better you get at maintaining longer periods of time when you are able to hold that concentration. So we'll just take a nice deep breath in. And we'll close the practice. I'd love you to do a Shavasana. Or you could actually just allow yourself to continue where you're sitting and give yourself a few minutes of meditation. If you wish as well, sitting up, that's also extremely good for you. But for today, we'll finish class with our hands in Anjali Mudra, prayer position, in front of the heart centre, and we'll make the sound of the universe. Take a deep breath in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Thank you. Well done everybody. Hope you enjoyed that today. Any questions, feel free to get in touch. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you may have. In the meantime, have a wonderful day.